Okay. Good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon and happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday to you. Why am I making this video? I'm making this video to warn people who claim to be herbalists when they are not. People who claim to be onye mgborogwu na mkpa akwụkwọ. Yoruba should call it alabu. Igbo should call it onye mgborogwu na mkpa akwụkwọ. I don't know what Hausas call it. This video is a form of warning and enlightenment to everyone. So that if you belong to the set of people I'm talking to, you desist from what you're doing. Because many of you have blood on your hands already. You've killed a lot of people because you don't know what you're doing. Or somehow most of you know what you're doing, but you continue to do it because you're seeing money from it. You're getting crowdfunded from it. Now, most of the times when people come to me and they tell me their ailments, and I tell them the amount of money that will be enough to facilitate their treatment or their well-being, they are like, no, it's not possible. Is it not herbs? And I just ignore. Most of you don't know anything about herbs, but it used to be giving people herbs because you fear or not if I know what an aya, or that you can just get up one day and you start preparing herbs and people will start patronizing you because maybe you think it's a lucrative business you can go into, just like somebody that decides to sell foodstuffs, or maybe someone that decides to sell clothes. We are talking about human life. We are not talking about undu oko. We are not talking about undu ewu. We are not talking about undu anumanu. We are talking about undu mmadu. But a whole lot of you in the name of mgborogwu na mkpa akwụkwọ. How can you prepare herbs for somebody? How can you prepare herbs? And then you carry indo seed, carry so many antibiotics, you pour inside. And then you bottle it to sell to people. That you're selling herbs to them. This is why a lot of people believe that it's herbs that is causing their kidney failure, causing their liver failure, causing all their internal organs failure. Herbs is the problem. The problem is not the herbs. The problem is people parading as herbal doctors that they are not. People parading as what they are not because they think it's a lucrative business they can get into, and they are killing people in the process. How can you say you are preparing herbal remedy, natural remedy, and you're putting camphor inside? You're putting camphor inside as preservative, heavy doses, heavy amounts, and you're preserving. What are you preserving? Who asked you to preserve? Herbal remedy is not supposed to be something that you prepare and store over a long time, except you, of course, you're drying the herbs out and grinding it. But otherwise, in a solution, herbal remedy is not something that is supposed to pass 7 days. In a solution, what's the regard for 7 days? Depending on what you're giving to somebody. Do you even know that even some of the orthodox medicine, when you pick it up, especially maybe antibiotics and all that, they will tell you once you add water to it, if you don't finish within 7 days, discard contents of this bottle. If you don't finish within 3 days, discard content of this bottle. If you don't finish within 4 days, 5 days, a so amount of time, discard. Because this person has checked all these things and know their shelf life, and they are telling you when to discard. And you're telling me you're using camphor to what's the English again? To preserve herb so it can stay more than 7 days. You know a kidney problem. You know a liver problem. Because you can. Because you're making a few bucks off it. I want to tell you that you have blood on your hands. You can kill. Force. It's not by force. A lot of people have that common knowledge that's now but in actual truth, what people are doing is to put nonsense inside the oven. Some of you, you don't even test. So those of you that you don't even take it. You don't take it. But you can prepare rubbish and give to other people. Some of you are that I remember one that was caught in Anambra State. The person that finished taking her herbs, his herbs, fell. And when she was arrested and given this, she couldn't take it. Tetracycline, different kerafia, folic acid, indocid, different channel sense without dosage. And because not with you don't even know the components of the herbs you've already prepared. And you're combining it with a fair number of the components. If you will compound it, compound modra, compound oyi beribe, compound oyenzuzu oyo mado, compound osabiriego, and then you're willing to risk the life of other people because you're looking for money. Something that you know that you don't have the calling, you don't know the herbs, you don't know anything, you don't even know the dosage, but you're going to prepare it anyway, and you're going to lace it with so many other drugs to help it. Maybe some of you ibuprofen, on its own, ibuprofen can give you liver problem. It can give you kidney problem. It can give you ulcer on its own. Or when you take doses that nobody knows about. You see your 25 liters into 100 places. Only you get it in a sea. And then you're selling it at 30 naira. People think you're doing them a favor. But you're shortening their life. What are you going to gain? You know that this is not your line. You know that this is not, greetings, you don't get it. You know that this is not your line. You know that this is not your business area. You know that this is not your calling. Greetings, CJ. You know that you know nothing about herbs, but you're going to do it anyway. Why? Where you go? Money. If you were doing them good by doing that, I won't be out here saying it, but you're killing people. Because you know what you're doing. You're not different from someone who used a gun or someone who used a knife. You're not different. You're doing that. You're not different. Because instead of helping these people, they are compounding their problem. Now it's a common knowledge. Oh, when you take herbs, it can affect your kidney, it can affect your liver, it can affect this. It's when you take herbal medicine prepared by these people I'm talking about. I was asked to go and learn herbs because someone felt I did not know enough from what I'm being taught by those who called me. And I went to learn herbs. And someone who is supposed to teach is telling me that I'm supposed to add indocid 21 when I prepare. For one person, 21 when I prepare herbs for infertility. I say, what? Yeah, indocid is not that listen. There are some cases where doctors they recommend it, but I know that high dosage of it, when you put it okay, I know it can use it to kill a rat. And most of these drugs that we take are tested on rats. So if you can kill a rat, you can kill a human being. Or a woman. but you put it in high dose, in high quantity, because you don't want to give them the real thing, because the real thing will cost more money. And then you get that one, it's here in high dose for this person, and they drink it, and they get temporal relief, and then they get something extra on top if you have whoever and keki. Maybe they came for ulcer. By the time they are done, they are treating kidney failure or kidney infection. By the time they are done with your herbs, or what you claim to be herbs, if they were supposed to live maybe 10 years, you shorten their lifespan by 5 years. Or if they were supposed to live 10 days, you shorten their lifespan by 1 day. Because you're looking for money. Because then I check with cash. And I check boutique. Boutique and don't them mad. Boutique. I know what it takes me to prepare herbs for one person, 2 persons, and then somebody will not tell me that na korogo malaria and na korogo nka and no only 500 naira, and I'm like, how? And that one is supposed to take care of it. I want to give you an instance. Taking herbs is like when you make your food your medicine. It's not that quick. It takes its time to repair every tissue, every organ, every cell. Now ask yourself, if you're going on diet, does it work immediately for you? It takes its time. And you have to take it in sizable amounts before the work can be visible in your life. And imagine someone telling you, let's stop selling our conscience for money. Let's stop selling our conscience for money. Even Father Razu, may the universe bless his memory, his herbs were not cheap because he was using pure herbs. And then somebody come out, maybe you go to the Google cleanser, I get one man, all those rubbish. And somebody is telling you this herb can last for 1 year. It's a lie. Especially when it is not dry, it is not granulated. It's a lie. They know that something else is at play inside. It is not pure. And these days, they will just pass anything. They will just pass anything. You have to be very careful what you take into your system because it is cheap. I want no area inside boss. This medicine, ringworm, earthworm, fishworm, hookworm, roundworm, telephone worm, this worm, only one medicine. This medicine, it is sold for 50,000. Well, because I'm inside this box and I want to help you people, I'm going to sell it for you 500 naira. I'm going to sell it for you 100 naira, and you are rushing to buy. You're rushing to buy. You're rushing to buy your coffin. You're rushing to buy your debts. You're rushing to kill yourself. And when asked, you said it is how they survive. It is what they used to eat. They use other people's life to eat. Other people's life is like something you can play with. There is no value. Greetings in Abuja. Edwin Chuen, the greetings. Gloria Okeke, greetings. You don't get it. If you know that herbs is not your calling, don't venture. Don't go there. Don't poison people. Don't do that. Stop the mass production. Stop it. There's a reason when you go to certain herbalists, they tell you it is when you pay, they will buy materials and prepare your herbs. Because certain herbs are not meant to be kept. They are not meant to be prepared and kept. You can store them in dry form, yes. You can try to dry it, blend it into granulated form, powder, yes. That can last a year. But once you put into the universal solvent, water, or anything you choose to use to dissolve it, it is no longer guaranteed to last that long. Highest it can stay, highest 7 days.
Okay, defend your own.
Even some pharmacists will tell you this about antibiotics. Or certain drugs. When you add water to it, under 3 days, please dispose. Take it for 7 days, please dispose. 4 days, please dispose. 7 days, dispose. Don't take it beyond that day. Because it is already forming something else that you might not like. Thank you so much, Obiora. It is forming something else that you might not like. Something else that is going to harm you. That is why you are advised that you shouldn't take it. And then somebody will store herbs with camphor and sell it to you. That's why people will come to you and tell you that they have taken herbs and it's not working. Nothing is not working. Nothing is working. Because obviously they fell into the hands of these people. Adiboroja. Happy Sunday to you, Mr. Tyson. Thank you, Sisi Digital. I'm lucky to have him too. You need to be very careful what you put inside your mouth. You need to be careful. You need to watch it. Ordinarily, I'm not supposed to come out and call names. But I was so provoked to call names. Because he has done a whole lot of harm to many people. We have to be careful. We have to be careful. Happy Sunday, Ogene Pejiri. We have to be careful. Many have gone taking these things. Many have gone taking these solutions. And they think the more they take, they will get better. But the more they take, the more they are harming themselves. Because the things you put inside are harmful to their health. Any herbal medicine that is not in powdered form, in liquid form, and I'm telling you is beyond 1 year, please do not agree. If it's not in solid form, if it's not in solid form, if it's not in powdered form, please do not take it. I'm begging you. If you want your life to last long for you, please do not take it. It is not viable. You'll be reducing your lifespan doing that. Do not take it. Oya wara marala. Do not take it if you love yourself. And tell your family members not to take it. Do not take it. Do not. Even some of you, maybe you see certain remedies online, like you should soak ginger, garlic and all that inside water for 4 days and then you start drinking it. The right thing is that as you're drinking it, you should be able to finish it in 7 days or less. Shouldn't exceed that time. Otherwise, it starts causing excess gas in your system, acid reflux in your system, amongst other damage it's going to cause. If you're going to take herbs, make sure you're engaging a herbal expert, my phone, not just anybody you see on the street corner. Do you know that some people will finish, they will bring alabukun, they will bring Novagin, paracetamol, different this, and they will dissolve it, turn it inside bottle, put Nutricin inside, powdered one, to change the color, and they will sell it to you as herbs. People are mixing a whole lot of rubbish out there. And people are buying. People are buying. And then people are dying for something they know nothing about. Greetings, thank God. For something they know nothing about. Aso yene kotere ogodi ekoteria. Ekwana ka ogodo gi koteru. Chukwu ekwana ka ogodo ai kotera ai. We need to be careful. Help me share this video. You need to be careful. You need to be careful. Alright, aside that, I'm going to end this video on Facebook. I'm not ending it on TikTok as TikTok does not save. And I'm going to do readings for a few persons, maybe about or should I go on YouTube?